Good morning. Are we ready for a roll reveal? We got roll number 656 here. 1951D plastic tubed roll. I got Eric in the audience. Who else is out there? Well, good morning, Eric. We got a one-on-one show so far today. So here it is, 1951D. And I've got all of the name sheet or name chip things corrected and worked out. I've got 654 all corrected. You're in that one now. Let's see. What can we do here? All right. All right, here we go. Coin number one is going to go to Stan. And coin number one is a roll ender, just as it would be expected. Maybe this one was dumped into the tube properly. Let's see what we have here. Alright, I've got nothing on the obverse on coin number one. Double die reverses are not known for 1951D. So I'm going to run through the first 10 coins, take a look at both sides, and then thereafter we're going to just keep going with obverses only. Get my keyboard out of the way. And let's get coin number two ready up on the block, ready to go for Ant. Let's see, what is coin number two? Well, it's not an RPM. Nothing on the I. Nothing in the motto. Nothing there on Liberty. You do have a die clash right there above the Y of Liberty. That's a C of Cent. Being clashed upside down and backwards. Let's check the reverse here. We should probably find some die clash marks. Would not be surprising. Die clash marks would typically be right in this area. I don't see them though. They look like they were successfully polished off the reverse. Okay, that's coin number two. Let's see what we have next. Coin number three, DC. And in this very case, we have DC with, and it looks like another, not an RPM anyway. Nothing on the I or the motto area or on Liberty. Relatively cleanly struck coins here. Oh, that's got a piece of something sitting on it there. What is that? It fell right off. Looks like a piece of tape. That was right there. So it was there for a while. Sitting in there in that tube. We got nothing there. So that's coin number three. On to number four, Mickey. See what Mickey gets. I'm sorry I had to move shows around yesterday. I wasn't feeling very well. And I ended up sleeping most of the afternoon and evening. Took everything I could get to come upstairs just to reschedule these shows. It was kind of bad. I felt like somebody had hit me with a truck. Wasn't feeling like hunching up over a microphone and a microscope yesterday, so I just had to move those shows around. And it ended up moving just about everything around a little bit because I don't have enough time in one day to broadcast everything. So we'll probably have something on tomorrow. But today I do still have planned the Die Variety show, which will be a collaborative effort between Eric and I. And I think today's main topic is going to be direction of spread for RPMs, to teach you everything about what we know about that and show you some live examples, discuss it, ask questions, answer questions, things like that. Kind of like a Tonight Show for coins, right? Hello, Parvez. So yeah, I think that'll be a pretty fun thing for us to get into. So do some educational discussion about the direction of repunchment marks, why we call them what we do, what a primary is, what a secondary is, all that sort of stuff. We'll have some fun with that today at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Move this one in a little bit so I can see better what's going on up there in that upper socket of the D. It's looking somewhat interesting. This one looks like it could be a minor RPM there. Inside the D and on the upper and lower serif, possibly. So we'll hang on to this one. We'll just keep this one out and see what we end up with out of it. See if we have any other coins that look like this one in character. I remember a marker too. You got some north and south die scratches running between the 1 and the 9 of the date. So perhaps that'll help us out. And I'll back up a little bit more here. Don't like being that close to the coin when I'm looking at them. A big old die dot right out in the middle of the field there. So it looks like a die dot anyway. Alright, we'll hang on to this one just in the event. But we're going to look at the reverse too. This is going to be from Mark. So get ready to have your socks wowed off, Mark. We may just have a good one for you. There's another die dot right there under the N of United. Little die crack off the C of Cent. Kind of an interesting little bugger this is. So let's see what we have with it. Here's coin number 7 on to Carl. Mr. Carl gets him a little bucket full of color. Looks like it might be a minor double diode, but that's gonna run us too light to really see. Once this thing goes into later die state and in circulated mode, you won't be able to see it at all. And we don't like listing things like that because we like equal opportunity for all in coins. When something starts to age in die state, we don't want it to become invisible. So there's Mr. Malcolm. Good day, sir. Got number 8 now. Chubby Pop Chaser coming up. And even through the damage I can see there's nothing there, so we just move on. Hope everybody is spending their Sunday in decent weather like we are. It has been a very nice day here in North Carolina so far. No complaints. There we go. We'll flip this one over and take a look at the reverse. Not seeing much of anything on these reverses, but that's very much expected. Now we're bright here. Get unbright. There we go. Unbright it a little so we can see. You're blinding us. Alright, nothing there. There's Mr. Eric. Yes, Eric, I'm feeling better. Thank you. Yesterday was just kind of a rough day for me. Took everything I could get just to come upstairs and move the shows around so that I could still broadcast everything. And then this morning I woke up feeling okay, so we're on the upside of things. It's Sunday. It's nice and bright outside. And can't really complain. I think we're doing okay. Coin number 10. Hey, look who that one's for. And it is a toner. And it is a split serif, upper split serif RPM. So Eric gets himself a nice little split serif RPM there. And let's go on and see what else there might be here. So we get all this toning out toward the outside edges, and then we come toward the middle and it's nice and bright. That typically means roll end toning. Because this came out of a tube, it's likely that it's not in the same coin positions 100% as a roll would have been. Not very many people dump a roll straight out into a tube and get every coin in the perfect spot. So that's why we end up with toners in the middle of a roll in these. But that one is split serif RPM, so we're going to pull it out. It's coin number 10, now coin number 11. Hello, Mama Shu. Good morning to you. Let's see. What do we have here? It's nothing. Nothing, and nothing equals, nothing. I don't even know what this is all over this coin. Interesting. All right, get Paul his, and coin number 12. And coin number 12 is back to Mark. Let's see what Mark gets this time. That's a pretty Mark. A line there. That a lot. Like that. Nothing else to go with it. It's probably listed. Probably already. What happens here? Nothing else in there. There's Mr. Doug. Good day, Mr. Doug. Alright, that coin number 12 goes in the holding bin because it's a nice one. Now we come up to number 13. This one goes to Stan. And there's nothing there. See about the eye area. There's that little really minor looking, what looks like a doubled eyelid, but man, it's just not enough. So we'll just keep going. Alright, that's number 13. We got 3 reveals to run through here, 656, 657, and 658. And I believe we're finished with reveals for the week. We've got the bag reveal to do later on. And then the Die Variety Show. Hosted by yours truly and Mr. Eric Beyer later on this evening, 7 p.m. It'll be 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. Don't miss it, because this is going to be our first of what is hopefully a number of shows. And this one's going to teach you all you need to know about calling the shot on directions on RPMs. Got my images out for that the other day. I'm going to work some today on getting them refined and reprinted. And then we're going to put them back out there for you guys to see and use. And teaching other collectors. Give you an open license to use that image. And showing other collectors what you've learned about the process of culling, which direction an RPM is. You got to learn all about it. We're going to spend about an hour on it, an hour or so. We're going to do Q&A. You guys will be able to ask questions, and in fact, if you really want to, we'll bring you up on the panel with us and have a chit-chat with you about what you know or what you've learned. We're going to try to do this regularly, but I'm not really sure how well that's going to work out. So I'm not making any promises about second, third, fourth shows yet. This one is heavily toned. Ooh, pretty. This orangish color that's coming out on this is actually what this coin looks like. It's a dark orange. Got speckles of color in it. This thing is really nice. This one goes to Eric. I don't have an RPM or a double die on this, but it is a beautiful toned coin. Now that's just the one side. The other side is a normal red. So that certainly works out. Here's coin number 17 now. Number 17 goes to Mickey. Mr. Mickey hasn't proven he's awake yet today, but I know he is. Mickey's too high-strung to be asleep at noon unless there's something really wrong with him. So he's probably out in the woods doing something. Got nothing on that one. On to number 18. This one goes to Sissy now. Sissy, for this coin, let's see what she gets. I've got nothing on the mint mark or the date area. Nothing on the I. Nothing on the motto. And it looks like we're just dealing with a normal coin here. He's herding goats, probably. Probably. Alright, here's Sureg. And Sureg now. Now that is interesting. That is super interesting. Do you see what I see? We're going to have to keep this one out and take a bigger look at it a little bit later on, because I'm going to have to run a computer overlay on this and see if that matches the curve of a D, because it kind of looks like it does. Without any other curves or anything anywhere nearby, man, that is almost a perfect horseshoe shape. It's not a crack, though. That's not a crack. It's too shallow and too soft to be a crack. You see how when you turn, it disappears? That's not a crack. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool stuff. We're going to hold that out and take a better look at it later on and see what we see. That one's for Sureg. They're braided and have a pre-cut die break on them. Very nice. I saw that. I saw the pictures. I was going to bring that up at some point tonight during the show. Talk to people about it. Got nothing on that one for Taco. How about number 21? Hampton. And for Pole, well, that is an RPM, I believe. Let me zoom in here on it and see what I can get out of what I see here. See, because I believe I see. Get the exposure time up a little bit. It looks like I'm looking at the opening of a mint mark right there. And then this is taking it up. And the angle of the inside at the floor here matches this angle, which tells me I have in some form a tilted RPM, or a rotated, actually. It would be a rotated counterclockwise RPM. That's what I think I see there. I think I'm going to pass this to let's see. Yeah, pass this to bother with Eric and see what he thinks. Make sure he understands what I see in order for him to see and make some judgment based on what he sees. Because I've been through a number of coins, something like that, but they didn't show with that kind of clarity what they thought they were and what I ended up seeing. Nothing on that one. For Ant, stayed up until 2 in the morning looking at them. I did not. I was quite asleep at 2 a.m. Heck, I was asleep. I think I was asleep by 10 p.m. As you know how when your body just kind of wastes itself away, and then you gotta, like do a lot to recoup, a lot of rest. That's kind of what happened to me. I sort of slept through everything. Yeah, this one's for Eric Beyer, and it's another one of those. So yes, I'm pretty sure I have something now with that mark on the inside of the mint mark. This second one of those I've seen so far, it's definitely from the same die, so I'm going to hold this out, let Eric take a look at both of them, see what he thinks. It's definitely a doubled upper and lower serif, but I'm thinking I'm seeing something on that little hook that you see, that light colored hook on the inside upper part of the mint mark. Appears to be something. So I'm going to let Eric take a look at it and tell me what he thinks. Now coin number 25, halfway through the roll. And what do we have in coin number 25? I am seeing nothing at all. You think I have lag? No, YouTube has lag. YouTube is the laggy one. I just suffer through it. I don't see you guys come back to me responsively until at least 20 to 30 seconds after I say something. So, yeah, you guys are way behind me, and I know that. And that is a normal thing with us. Oh, Chubby, Otis, and Taco dropped in too. I'd like to see everybody else get involved in Discord. That way we can do more of our live events through that. There's one for Eric. Back to Eric Beyer. And nothing here but a little bit of a beat up mint mark on a 51D. So we continue to scoot forward. One for Sissy here. Coin number 28 for Sissy. Yeah, nothing going on there. I can feel it in my bones still from yesterday. My arms and my chest are just a little bit tight. Kind of, one of those old ill feelings. Feel like an old person. Yeah, still got a little bit of that going on. A little achy. Don't know what hit me. Not sure what it was. Still tired too. Boy. almost 12 hours of sleep last night. I'm still tired. This one for Sureg. Nothing there. You'll have to turn your volume up, I think. I don't think it has to do with mine. All right, back to Eric again. Well, let's see if I can find the coin first. Here we go. And we have another one. Another one of those things with a double split serif and a little tiny thing on the inside upper left part of the mint mark. There's that big die dot out in the middle of the field, so it's definitely a die dot. Okay, we'll pull that one out for Eric. I think this is Eric's second one of those. Stop the old person talk. Take some vitamin D. Well, you know, this is long after the peppers and hot dogs. I like my peppers. Hot dogs about all I got to eat them with. Here's another one of those RPMs. That's a nice one. Okay, so we definitely do have something. Let's see if that die, yep, that big die dot is still out there in front of the nose. So we've got something good going on here. I'll pick on my hot peppers now. Yeah, there's nothing on that one. Nothing there. Here's number 34. Chubby Pup Chaser. Let's see what he got. Alright, so this one, yeah, it shows me nothing on the mint mark. Nothing in and around the date, nor the I, nor the motto, nor liberty. No, it's likely your computer. It's likely your volume setting. Let me see if I can do something for that to give it just a little more punch. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. How about that? Is that any better? Does a 2015 Impreza take 5 quarts of oil? Yeah, I don't know. I turned up my volume on here, and hopefully you guys can hear me better. You were gonna Google it? Well, that's exactly what I would do. What size is the engine? That would help a lot. 5 quarts is for a 6-cylinder engine. Impreza sounds like a 4-cylinder engine. Well, volume is 100% doesn't tell me anything. Can you hear me? If you can't hear me, I can try to adjust things. Yeah, I'm thinking Parvis, I'm thinking it has to be your computer, something about your computer. loud and clear. Mama Shu says she can hear me just fine. So it is likely a computer issue. Let's see, Carl. What do I get for Carl here? Hey, Westside. I got nada here on this coin. Gotta move it on down to Pike. For Carl, it's coin number 35. Let me grab coin number 36 now. For Taco John. 2 liter, tiny. I'm going to say 4 quarts then. I think 4 quarts ought to fill it up. And if it doesn't, you can run it on 4 quarts anyway, as long as you keep watching it. If it ever goes down, just fill it back up to 4 quarts. Even if it's supposed to have 5, you can do that. 1944, 1DO25. Is that the one? I see 1944. Is that the one that has the 9 running through the first 4 of the date? I'm not sure by hearing a number. It is that one? Okay, awesome. Very awesome. I've never found one of those, I don't think. All right, let's see. Eric gets, well, I would say a consolation prize, but nothing at all isn't a consolation prize. Got nothing there. Let's see, coming up next, number 38, Stan. Let's see what Stan gets. Stan the man. Well, we got nothing on the mint mark on this one. Questionable as to whether that's a double die or not. Kind of questionable. Let's keep looking. Let's keep on trucking. That's correct, Eric. Better to underfill than overfill. You're looking at 1942S. Maybe number 13. That's another one of those ones with that. Yeah. So this is another one that matches that same die as the one that I kept out because it had a little thing in the corner. But this one doesn't. So that tells me it's probably not an RPM. That was just a well-placed hit on the coin. Yeah, I mean, part of that is a little bit of the problem with the microphone. Oh, West Side. No, I did not. I mailed your package. Sorry. I don't have very much of a system for keep it or send it. So I got Frosty here. In fact, I only remember you telling me about that once, and I didn't get to it right then to write it down. So I forgot completely. All the packages went out yesterday. They all went out on a Saturday delivery. Here's number 41. What do we got here? We got some issues. Looks like a coin came out of a different roll. This one isn't one of the dies that I've been following through this roll. It's a little scratched up, a little stained and mottled. Mr. Dan, I'm going to give you credit for this one. This one doesn't look pretty enough to call a coin. So we're going to toss it in here and give it to you. And I have to write down on my check sheet here that on number 656, Mr. Dan gets coin 41. And then we can keep moving. Sorry about that, Dan. Number 42, Mr. Mark. And for Mark we have, well, this one appears to be another modeled coin. It looks like it has glue or something on it. That's weird. It's not plated or coated. It's just right up on the top areas. Like right there, it looks like it has a little bit of dried up glue or something on the top of it. All right, Mark. Mark, my friend, you're going to get this one for free. I don't like it when that kind of stuff happens in rolls that I purchase as good rolls, and they turn out not to be. And it looks like the very next coin, a little bit cleaner. Eric SFC. See what we get there. Okay. This is not glue. I can tell you what it is now. It's plastic from a holder that came out of the holder and stuck to the coin because of heat or something like that. Sergeant, I'm going to give you this one too. You're going to get this one. So that's number 43. SFC, you've got two different coins, two different rolls credited to you. If you remind me, you'll get it next time we do reveals. I'll give you credit for those. Nothing on that one. Oh, I'm sorry. And that was for Sureg. Sorry. Get that one out for Sureg. Now, number 45. Let's do this the right way around. Carl. And for Carl, well, there's one of those. Okay, see that little thing right up there? It's right here inside the upper corner of the mint mark. And then we've got a split upper serif and a split lower serif. That's one that I've been counting on here. We've got 5 of them now. So that one is for Mr. Carl. Now number 46 for Farm Dog. Farm Dog also has one of those kind of weird, funky looking coins, but this one's in pretty decent shape. But it's not an RPM or anything, so let's move on to coin number 47 here, Stan. Stan the Man, nice, clean looking red coin coming up here. And it's another one of those. Another one of those RPMs. So we're going to stack this one with the others. Count them up at the end of the show. See what we've got. Next roll up, folks, it's going to be a 1954S. That'll be coming up here in just a few minutes. We've got a 54S today. All right, this one's for Sissy. Coin number 48. I got one more reveal. I was trying to look and see what it was going to be, but I can't remember. 54 is probably that 71. Oh, it's a 70S. It's a 70S OBW. That's what it is. That'll be an exciting one, actually. 70S OBW. Got a lot of different double dies we could find in those. Plus, well, we've got small dates, so there's always that possibility. kind of rare possibility, but it is a possibility. I mean, only about 1 in 30 1970 S Lincoln cents are small dates. So you don't see a lot of them out there. But we will be getting to that within the next hour or so. Chubby Pup Chaser, last coin in this roll. And it turns out to be a really minor split lower serif RPM, but nothing else. So we'll keep going here. And that's it. That's it for this row. I will be back in about 10 minutes with the next reveal. It's 1954S. Until then, you guys stay cool, and I'll see you there. It'll be reveal number 657 here in just a few minutes.